All right, as everybody starts to chime in here, I want to let you all know we are live at your wise choice for HVAC services, Choate's. We're at their exclusive showroom at 2526 Sam Cooper Boulevard. It's like a museum for appliances and everything. In fact, almost anything that, well, actually anything that Choate's works on, whether it's air conditioning units, heating units, plumbing units, toilets, showers, tubs, they're all showcased here, not only the products that they sell, but the products that they actually perform services on. In fact, we are upstairs at the showroom in the AC and the heating area. They have units like these, air conditioning units, condensing units, furnaces, where they actually show and demonstrate the type of units, AC, heating that they sell, and also they can actually demonstrate the type of services that a typical Choate's Wise Choice Tech would actually work on. We're here today. I know it's hot. Trust me, I'm wearing shorts. Okay, I'm dressing down for this one because it's been so hot. But I wanted to join you live with one of the premier techs at Choate's, so they could talk about the type of services a Choate's tech would provide on an AC maintenance call at your home, depending on the type of units that you have. I've been affiliated with the Choate's family for over 20 years. Choate's has been a 3-generation presence of trust, integrity, and honesty here in the Mid-South. 3 generations of Choate's have run this. I stand behind Choate's completely. I was a customer of Choate's, not only a business partner with my consumer investigations, but also a customer of Choate's. So it is my pleasure to be able to invite you to join us live as I hook up with Casey Vincent of Choate's to talk about AC maintenance and what you can expect of a Choate's tech when you hire your wise choice for HVAC services, Choate's, to do AC work on your place. So without further ado, I'm going to bring us over. Camera straight. There he is. It's Casey Vincent of Choate's. Hey, Casey, how you doing?
Hey, Andy, how are you?
All right. Becca Hamlin is watching. Hi, Becca. Good to see you. Say hi to Mike for me. Okay. All right, Casey, we're going to start with, this is actually a furnace here, isn't it?
Yes,
not?
sir.
Because,
it's part of the air conditioner as well.
Okay. The furnace is part of the air conditioning, but just because it's hot outside does not mean that they would neglect the furnace when they're coming to look at your AC unit. So that starts there, and I'm going to let Casey talk about what a wise choice Choate's tech would do on an AC maintenance visit at your place, starting with the furnace itself. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Well, starting with the furnace here, we want to make sure we get inside and make sure the filter is clean and you've been changing it regularly. Down here, we got the filter here. We'll pull it out. Pull it out, just check to make sure that you can see through it. There's a little bit of dirt on here. At that point, we'll go ahead and change it for you. If you have one as a specialty filter, you know, we can get it for you, or if you have one available, we'll go ahead and replace it for you.
That's one of those highfalutin filters.
Yes, sir. This is a high. Then you just slide it back in there, and the next thing we want to do is we want to check the electronics and make sure the blower amperage is okay, the windings on the motor are okay. If it has a capacitor, we want to make sure the microfarads are within specs. Then we'll just check the low voltage wiring in here, make sure that it's all tight and secured. The power wires are all tight and secure, so you don't have any kind of wires that are going to malfunction.
Okay.
Then we'll come up here and we're going to check your drains. We're going to make sure they're flushed out, that you don't have any algae or slime build up in there, and you go back up and overflow in your sealer. Now, if you do happen to have a float switch in here that protects it from overflowing, we're going to check it, make sure it's functioning correctly. Okay. If we don't see one in the system, we're going to recommend that you get one. Okay. After that, we're going to move outside. We're going to take a look at the air conditioner and clean it and check the refrigerant levels over here.
Okay. Before we go on to the condensing unit, for those of you who are just joining us, we are live at Choate's HVAC's state-of-the-art showroom at 2526 Sam Cooper Boulevard. Choate's is your wise choice exclusively for HVAC services, the only HVAC company that I endorse. And I want to acknowledge some of the people who are joining us. Dean Benzi's on board. Dean, thank you for saying good viewing. We appreciate you tuning in. Laura Weaver has tuned in. Thank you for joining us. Mary Jane Alsop is watching live. Mary Jane used to cut my hair at Gould's in Cordova. Thank you, Mary Jane, for joining us. And Brian D. Smith is waving hi. Brian, thank you for joining us as well. We are live here at Choate's showroom on Sam Cooper Boulevard talking about AC maintenance as we are in the peak temperatures of the summer. We just got through talking about how someone like Casey Vincent, one of Choate's premier techs, would work starting with the furnace to check. And now we're going to be moving what would be outside on the condensing unit. Now, Casey.
All right, so over here I got an air conditioner prep for what we do. First thing we want to do is we want to remove all the screws out of the top and remove the top so we can get all the debris out of there.
Sure.
Leaves and just anything that can grow in there.
Okay.
We'll just set this off to the side.
Okay. So you guys get all up in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's the only way to truly clean out. So we're going to scrape out the leaves. Some of us vacuum them. Some of us just put some gloves on and pull it out and put it in a bucket or a sack and then haul it off. And then next thing we're going to do is we're going to spray these coils with a chemical, a foaming agent.
Okay.
Foaming agent is basically going to expand and force a lot of that dirt out. And then after that, that chemical is settled on there, we're going to rinse it out. We're going to spray it from the inside out using just a regular wand or a spray rig on top of a water hose.
Okay.
Nothing high pressure that's going to damage the fins.
Okay.
Now once that's all done, we're going to check the electrical on this, your capacitor, your contactors. If it has time delays in it, we're going to check that as well. Check your voltage and your amp draws. Once the unit's put back together, the top's back on, it's all wired back in.
Okay.
Then we're going to start the unit up and we're going to check the pressures. Make sure that it gets about 20 to 30 minutes of run time to help dry out these coils after we got them wet.
Okay.
And make sure we got an accurate pressure reading. And then we're going to check the temperatures of the lines that come out from the inside of the house.
And I guess you'd use those gauges, right?
Right here, yes, sir, these gauges right here are definitely helpful at doing that.
Okay.
Now, once we check the pressures and they check out okay, then you're good to go for the summer, unless something else happens during that time. But if it is low, then we're going to do a leak search on your system. We're going to make sure we try to find out where the refrigerant is going, or leaking from. We'll start out here with these coils here, the valves down here. If we don't see anything in there, we're going to go into the back into the attic, where we're going to inspect the evaporator coil.
Flip it around. Just show it to me.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the evaporator coil.
Which would be above the furnace.
Yeah, above the furnace. Some evaporator coils are below the furnace, depending on what system you have.
All right.
But we have all our sensors that we put in there, and if it's got a refrigerant leak, then they're going to beep and let us know what's going on in there. And at that point, you can either start putting refrigerant in it, or you can be proactive about replacing it.
Okay. Again, if you're just now joining us live, we are live at Choate's HVAC's state-of-the-art showroom at 2526 Sam Cooper Boulevard. Choate's is your wise choice for HVAC services, our exclusive HVAC company, whom I endorse at andywisechoices.com. I want to acknowledge some more people who have joined us live now. Sandra Daly, who is the mother of one of my best friends, Jill Dials, is joining. Thank you, Sandra, for joining us. Lauren Hooser, my #1 fan in Ripley, Tennessee, is joining. She never misses a Facebook Live. Jana Hollis, hello. Thank you for joining us. As we continue to talk about this, Casey, people are going to be concerned about costs and expectations of costs for AC maintenance and also checking furnaces, evaporator coils. On a typical service, I guess a lot of it depends on the type of AC unit and the age of the unit and the condition. What can customers expect to pay for a Choate's HVAC AC maintenance service?
Well, this year, we've been in business 60 years, since 1958, so we are running a $60 tune-up special.
Okay.
So we come out for $60, we'll do the cleaning and the inspection of the system, make sure you're good to go, and then we're going to make our recommendations. If you find something that's weak or starting to fail, we're going to recommend that, give you that option.
Okay.
And we do also have 3 tiers of maintenance agreements, so our technician will go over those with you, and then you can select which one you want to go if you want to keep an annual service with us.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like a good deal. And like I've said, I've known the Choate's family for over 20 years. Not only did they serve as experts for HVAC investigations and air conditioning features and heating features when I was a reporter with WMC as well as with WREG, but I was also a customer. They replaced 2 AC units in my home, the home that I used to have in Cordova, Tennessee. They replaced water tanks. I spent a lot of money with Choate's, and it was always money really well spent. And the information is always really solid, and there is no other HVAC services company that has a showroom like this place, which is open to the public at 2526 Sam Cooper Boulevard. Think of it as a museum of the past and a promise of the future for air conditioning products, heating, plumbing, fixtures, sinks, showers. You can even bring your bathing suit down here and get in the tub if you want to. That was on a previous Facebook Live that we did before. But I want to thank Casey Vincent for joining us today. Casey, thanks again for your expertise and your great information. And if you're interested in shopping Choate's, you can go to to andywisechoices.com, click on the Wise Choices category, and you can shop all of my Wise Choices, but you'll find the Choate's landing page with the contact information for Choate's, so you can call and ask for an estimate on AC maintenance. Also, you will find the Choate's resume as to why it was chosen as a wise choice, so you can know that you're dealing with the best HVAC company in the Mid-South. Thank you all for joining me live. If you're late joining in, always know that this will attach as a video to my timeline, and you can watch it as it happened, as if it was live on my timeline. I'll be happy to address any other comments, and if it's something that's specific to AC or heating or HVAC that I don't have the expertise to answer, I will call Casey, Vincent, or Sol Choate or Brian Choate, and I'll get that answer for you and relay it to you right away. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for following me. And let me encourage you to make Choate's HVAC your wise choice.